Guess what the true strength isn't? It's not endless work or following some complex finance guide by someone who never faced hardship. It's called mental compounding, a powerful shift in perspective that even most affluent people don't consciously use. This works even if you have minimal funds. This brain trick is a forbidden wealth secret. But here's the thing. This strategy is so effective that the world's richest never discuss it. Schools don't teach it. Your favorite money YouTuber probably isn't aware. The system wants you broke and compliant, ensuring this stays hidden under financial jargon. But luckily, I don't follow their rules. I'm about to break it down step by step, so by the end of this video, you'll possess a wealthier mindset than many rich individuals without sacrificing your soul, time, or sanity. Here's how it functions. Instead of asking, "How can I earn more money?" you train your mind to ask, "How can I transform my small amount of money into an automatic money-making system?" I'll try to explain this simply. Part 1. Why many affluent people are actually struggling. First things first, let's talk about the fakes. See that person driving a new luxury car, wearing designer clothes, flaunting an expensive watch like it's their identity? There's a high chance that individual is financially struggling. That's right, most of these rich people aren't truly wealthy. They're just walking debt generators in expensive attire, trying to impress those who don't care. It's called the rich illusion. People spend money they lack to impress people they dislike, all to chase a fleeting feeling. And what's worse, society promotes this behavior. They advise you to buy a large house, even with a long mortgage, get a fancy car, even if your finances are critical, showcase your lifestyle so strangers are impressed for a moment. Let me tell you, if you need to display wealth to prove you have it, you don't. The genuinely wealthy don't need external validation. That's because real wealth isn't about money, it's about control. Do you think a billionaire is splurging on designer belts? Absolutely not. They wear simple clothes and focus on owning businesses, not flaunting depreciating assets. Meanwhile, your favorite influencer is financing a high-end car they can't afford, hoping their next brand deal arrives before repossession. Wake up. Real wealth isn't about appearing rich. It's about being secure, owning your time, choices, and freedom. And that's precisely what this restricted finance trick will give you. But before that, we need to correct a major issue keeping you broke. Part 2. The single error that keeps you perpetually broke. All right, ready for some truth. The primary reason people remain broke, even with good earnings, is because they're stuck in a wage mindset instead of a wealth mindset. And before you say, "But I work diligently," let me stop you there. Hard work means nothing if you're working foolishly. Here's what they don't disclose: the poor exchange time for money, hourly wages, salaries, paychecks, the middle-class exchange status for money, degrees, job titles, promotions, the wealthy exchange money for more money, assets, ownership, systems. See the clear distinction? Rich people don't work for money, they make money work for them. That's the secret, and it's so threatening to the system that they ensure most people never discover it. Think about it. If everyone stopped being a money slave and truly grasped wealth, who would keep those demanding jobs? Who would keep taking out foolish loans with exorbitant interest? Who would keep feeding the system? No one. That's why they keep you distracted. They tell you, get a degree, enjoy your student loans, climb the corporate ladder while your boss profits from your efforts, save your money while inflation devalues it. It's all a deception. The real way to advance? You must shift your brain from employee mode to owner mode, and that's precisely where this finance secret comes in. But first, let me show you how genuinely wealthy people play the game, because once you see how they acquire wealth, you'll never view riches the same way again. Part 3. How the rich truly accumulate wealth and why you're not meant to know. All right, brace yourself. I'm about to reveal the biggest financial deception of all time: how genuinely rich people become rich. Because believe me, it has nothing to do with working hard and everything to do with playing a completely different game. Let's break it down. Broke people earn money to spend money. Congratulations, you just paid rent and are now broke again. Middle-class people earn money, save money, then spend money smarter. but it's still a never-ending cycle. Rich people earn money, invest money, let money work for them, and then spend whatever they desire without touching their actual wealth. See the enormous difference? Simply put, if you have to work for money, you're in a financial trap. The truly rich use money like a soldier, something that works for them continuously while they live completely freely. Ever hear the saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Yes, that's not luck. That's strategy. The rich own assets, things that generate income even while they sleep. The poor own liabilities, things that cost them money daily. Do you want to know why most athletes go broke after retirement? Because they earn millions but spend it foolishly instead of investing it in things that provide perpetual returns. Meanwhile, someone like a renowned investor could relax for the rest of their life, and their money would still multiply. So now you're probably thinking, okay, wise one, if this is how rich people do it, how do I begin? And that, my friend, brings us to the restricted brain finance trick that completely revolutionizes your mindset. Part 4, the income stacking secret they want to keep from you. Here it is, the single greatest wealth hack that schools, banks, and your financially struggling relative offering advice will never tell you. Never rely on one source of income, ever. Let me repeat that for clarity. If you're depending on a single paycheck to survive, you're playing the most hazardous financial game possible. And don't just take my word for it, observe what the wealthy do. Do you think a tech mogul simply gets a paycheck from their main company? No, they have stocks, businesses, investments, and ownership stakes in multiple ventures. Even if one falters, their income doesn't cease. That's called income stacking, building multiple streams of money so that even if one dries up, your wealth continues to grow. Here's how you start doing it right now. Your first income equals survival money. This is your job, your paycheck, whatever you do to maintain your basic needs. But instead of spending it carelessly, you use it as a tool to build your second income. Your second income equals freedom. This is money that generates more money for you. It could be a side venture, an online enterprise, dividends, rental income, or investments. The goal, to replace your first income so you never have to depend on a single paycheck again. Your third income equals your money. This is where things become incredibly enjoyable. When you have multiple money-generating systems operating simultaneously, you're no longer a wage earner, you're a wealth creator. At this point, you don't need to work, you choose to work. You reclaim your time, and that's the ultimate achievement. And if you're thinking, but I don't have money to invest, let me tell you something. You had money for that new phone. You had money for dining out last night. You had money for that subscription you forgot about. The issue isn't that you lack money. The problem is that you spend like someone broke instead of accumulating like someone rich. Part 5. How to apply this hack and escape the financial trap. Now you might be thinking, okay, this makes sense, but where do I even begin? Simple. Follow these steps, and you'll be wealthier than many who flaunt fake riches online. Stop wasting money foolishly. No, you don't need another pair of expensive sneakers. No, you don't need a costly coffee every morning. Cut the pointless spending and redirect that cash into building assets. Create a second income immediately. This could involve starting an online business, freelancing, investing in stocks, renting out items you own, or literally anything that generates money while you're not actively working. Transform your second income into passive income. The goal isn't to work harder, it's to work smarter. Once you earn extra money, reinvest it into things that grow without your constant involvement. Stocks, automated businesses, rental properties, digital products, whatever suits your strategy. Scale it until you no longer have to work. Once your second income matches your job's income, you now have control over your life. You can leave your job, expand your ventures, or do whatever you desire. Never rely on just one stream of money again. By now, you're no longer thinking like a financially struggling individual. You're thinking like an owner. Keep accumulating your income streams, keep multiplying your money, and before you know it, you'll be financially secure. Lastly, the real achievement is freedom, not superficial wealth. Listen, I don't care what your bank account looks like right now. I don't care how dire your situation is. You could have very little money, and this finance trick would still work if you start applying it today. The only people who remain broke are those who refuse to awaken. You have two choices. Option A, continue living paycheck to paycheck, keep working for someone else's aspirations, and keep wondering why your life never progresses. Option B, start stacking your income, take charge of your finances, and become the kind of person who never has to worry about money again. Choose one because ultimately, true wealth isn't about luxury cars and designer brands. It's about owning your time, your freedom, and your future. And if you master this, you'll be richer than many wealthy people flaunting online because you'll possess something they never will: genuine financial power. If you found this video helpful, don't just sit there. Start applying this now. And if you want more straightforward, impactful advice on elevating your money mindset in life, hit that subscribe button. Either you subscribe right now or you keep scrolling back to watching mind-numbing content while your bank account struggles. Now go build some real wealth.